Hello everybody, I hope you're going well. Today I'm just going to show you all the games that I played during my European Chess Amateur Championship. So, I played in the under 2000 section. I played pretty good chess and I just want to show you how I managed to play some good games, how I managed to win some games. In every case, let's just start with the first game. I played with the black pieces, so the chessboard will be, wait a second, I have to exactly, everything is perfect. I play with the black pieces and my opponent started with d4, and it's already a pretty interesting line for me because I didn't know anything from my opponent. I'm just happy to know that he's just playing. So okay, in every case, d4, knight f6, c4 is 6, knight e3, b6. So Queen, how is it called in English? Queen's Indian defense, the idea of bishop d7 or a6. He played a3. I decided to play bishop d7 and played this kind of structure. So I played d5. Oops, sorry, d5. The idea of d5 is pretty simple. After pawn takes, normally and usually I want to take with a knight, but I wanted to win, so I decided to take with a pawn in order to push c5 later on. So he played castle, and knight b7, b4. Playing c5 straight away was actually a good move. The idea is that after pawn takes, I would just take back with the b pawn, and the fact that my knight is here will give him the opportunity of going there, because pushing c5 and having a knight on d7 is not the best way to play this kind of position, because when you're pushing c5, you want to put d4 square under pressure. So having a knight on c6 is actually better. But I decided to play knight d7 in order not to have such a problem in development, and he decided to play b4. Okay, before I already see that the knight is not guarded, so I decided to play c5 straight away. The idea of c5 is that I want to create some imbalanced position in order to have some chances of winning. I want to win the tournament. He played rook d1, I play bishop c6 because rook b8 leads to e4 and bishop f4, and I don't want to play this kind of position. So I played knight c6, bishop c6, and after taking, I have to take back with the knight, but I decide to play queen f5. Taking with the knight or with the bishop is strong enough. The idea is that I would just want to push d5 and everything is cool. But after bishop, there's just knight d4. And after queen a5, there's also knight d4. But at minimum, I have some counterplay with the queen that is pretty active on c5 and just everything here. So he played knight d5, that is a mistake. Actually, I guess knight d4 was the best move. But okay, after knight takes, I have just knight takes c5, and we have this kind of position. So the position is pretty imbalanced. I have an isolated pawn, but at the same time, even though he's blocking the d4 square, he has no much counterplay. Like my next moves are probably knight e4 or knight fe4, bishop there somewhere. I will just put this knight back from where it is, and the a3 pawn is pretty weak. And my pawn on a7 is not so weak as this pawn because the rook is not guarding the pawn anymore. So he played bishop d5, but okay, a6 and knight e4. And right now we have this position. He took. He took actually, and here we have already agreed to a draw. The reason why I have agreed to a draw is pretty dubious, I'd like to say. I wasn't feeling so sure yet. My opponent had a bit more rating points that I had at this time. So past before the tournament, I didn't have so many points, so many rating points. So he was a bit higher rated. But the problem is that I just felt, I still felt a bit uncomfortable playing this tournament. I didn't play so well directly. I was again feeling a bit sick from the last tournament that I played last month. So it is more or less a game in order to enter the tournament. So after the game, I directly felt that I started the tournament quite correctly. So it is a draw, even though because taking is the only move, and after rook a8 or a4 or queen b3, the position is completely equal. And okay, this is a fine position to play. It is not a problem to agree to a draw. I mean, drawing a position is never a problem. It would be a problem if I were completely winning, but the position is completely equal. There's all the moves are natural. Takes, queen b3, rook b8, queen a2, takes, rook c8, and this is just completely equal position. So drawing is not a problem. Drawing every game is. So it was my first game. If you have any questions, just go in the comment section. See you in the future upload. Take care.